Hey everyone, welcome to this little presentation I'm going to be giving on how to get more buyers and sellers in only 24 hours. Some tips for realtors. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the types of traffic. There are basically three types of traffic, three types of internet traffic or online traffic. The first one is paid traffic. That usually comes from AdWords, that's the most popular, or Facebook ads. There's a few other out there, or a few other opportunities out there to purchase ads. Banner ads is another one. The second one is social traffic. That's the traffic that you get from your social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then finally, the third type of traffic is organic traffic. And this is traffic that you get naturally. This is the traffic that when people do a search in Google, they get the results, not the paid results, but the other results. And this is commonly known as search engine optimization. That helps you get this organic traffic. And that's done through writing articles and creating backlinks, but that's a whole other strategy. The quickest and fastest way to get traffic is through paid advertising. It's also the most predictable and reliable. I hear realtors telling me all the time that they don't pay for any advertising. They rely on their referral network or their word of mouth. The problem with that is it's not predictable, and you can't scale it. You can't say, hey, I want more leads, so I want more referrals, right? It's just no way to do that. At least no way you can predict it and measurable. So if you do not have a predictable, reliable way in which you can pay money to acquire a customer, you do not really have a business. And real estate is a business. Being a real estate agent, you are running your own mini business, and you need to treat it that way. Paid traffic, as I said, the most common form of paid traffic is Google Adwords. Facebook ads are getting to be quite popular as well. You want to start with a small budget, so don't go out and just start, put up a bunch of money and just start running the ads. You want to start with a small budget. Usually, like I try to do about $100 for a few days, a week, or whatever, and then I try to scale once I know things are working, because I want to start looking at the right keywords, start tweaking them, see which ones are giving me the best return on investment, which ones are driving the right amount of traffic. And you don't want to overcomplicate this, so don't implement every piece of or every tool, every tweak, every feature of AdWords when you try to implement it. Start small or start slow, and then you can implement the other pieces later. And you want to be patient with these ads. It does take a while for the ads to perform, to give you a return. Ads also generate a certain amount of awareness, a certain amount of branding are coming with the ads. As people start seeing these ads, specifically if you're retargeting, then they'll start clicking on it. And you want to monitor and adjust as you go and optimize them. So which keywords, as I said, are giving you the best return? What's the cost on your on those keywords? What's the ROI, the return on the investment for those keywords? And it's fast to set up. I mean, I can get a campaign up and running based on a keyword selection and a landing page in just under a day. So, within 24 hours, as this presentation so the steps for a Google AdWords campaign, and that's what I'm going to cover today, is first you want to pick a target market. You want to establish your unique selling proposition. You want to create the ad, choose the right keywords, develop a congruent landing page, and optimize the campaign. So first, picking a target market. So who's the target market that you're going to target? Like, who are the people you want to serve? Are you going to go after first-time home buyers? That's one way to approach your target market. Are you going to go after people, a couple, middle, 30 to 40 who are looking to upgrade? So, who is your target market? And it's important for your overall business and not just for your ads. I mean, you have to focus, you have to specialize. I hear it all the time that, I target buyers, sellers, some people even go after renters. Don't try to be everything to everyone. And so, as I said, you must specialize. So maybe property type is a way to specialize, right? So I have some people who focus strictly on condos. I have somebody who focuses on an area of town. We have the West End, the South End, East End. Or whether it's types of buyers or sellers, different types of people. I also would recommend you only ever advertise for seller. Because once you have a seller, once that person sells their home, well, guess what? They become a buyer as well, hopefully, if they stay in the area, if they stay in your city. So if you're marketing to everyone, you're really marketing to no one, because a confused buyer doesn't buy, and they don't want to get you want that messaging for that particular market to be congruent in all your ads and all your online platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you're present. So the next thing you want to do is establish your unique selling proposition. What is it that you do differently than your competitors, than other realtors in your area? And the way to do that is you can go out and check your competitors, see what they are offering. Maybe I see one offer here in town a lot. If we don't sell your house, we'll buy it for you. Now that's there's a few catches in there on how they do that, but you want to look at what your competitors doing and do it better. Is it something that your customers find valuable? So what is it that you can offer that your customers find valuable, and how does that strength differentiate you from everyone else? Okay, so it's really down to what can you do that's better than any other realtor out there. Because why would they choose you over any other realtor? That's really what the question is you're trying to answer. So when using AdWords, there are 3 reasons why you want to create this USP. First of all, it helps generate more clicks, and these are qualified clicks because now you've got people coming to your landing page, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But these people that are coming are going to be people that you've already qualified, So maybe the advertisement is first-time home buyers will give you a moving truck or something. So it's going to encourage clicks on your ads. At the same time, it's also going to repel unwanted clicks, meaning these unqualified people aren't going to want to click on your ad. Okay. You're going to get more conversions because, again, the more qualified people come to your landing page, the more they're going to convert and the more they're going to want to be your customer. It's also going to eliminate rate shopping. So, there's a lot of discount brokerages out there offering low percentages, low commissions on their when they list a property for you. Some are even offering like a fixed fee of $1,000. Those aren't the people you want to compete with. If you're competing at that level, you're really in a commodity market, and that's a whole different approach. I would say focus on your unique selling proposition and get your clients that. The next thing you want to do is create the ad, and the ad is really around creating the right ad copy, or the copywriting, I call it. It's the way you're going to communicate your message to your prospect. And each ad you create has a compelling headline that relates to the keyword search and convinces your prospect that you can solve a problem or fulfill a need. And you also have 2 lines in your ad, which are 35 characters each. And in there, you use that to describe your USP, the benefits, and call to action. I know it's not a lot of space, but you got to get creative and make your ad stand out within the confines of that Google ad. So again, the headline, and the headline is the most important part, right? It's got to really grab somebody. It's the first thing your prospect read, and you want to try to include your keyword in that headline because Google, with that keyword, will actually bold the text. And this is the easiest way to ensure your ad is 100% relevant for what the prospect's searching. So the next is your description. You got 2 lines. And you want to state the benefits of your service, your USP, and maybe some social proof, and finally your call to action. And then your display URL, it wants to also include your offer. So maybe your domain name is get my house listed for free .com, something like that. So your URL can provide additional support of what you're trying to offer and make your ad stick out. Ad extensions are extensions that you can list in Google Adwords. There's a number of them. A site link, these are where you can actually have different pages listed, and when they click on those pages, you've probably seen them on certain ads where, contact us now, listings, whatever the site links that you want to include. There's things called callouts where they're text-based links, locations, so it's your address, a call, and you can actually have a phone number right in there where people can call, and you can have your price. And so in there you can have your commissions rate. A lot of people use it to show their prices, their price of their products and services. But again, ad extensions are pretty not complicated, but they're another level. So I wouldn't focus on those initially. But as you get your ads up and running, you might want to go in and tweak a few of these ads and add some of these ad extensions. And the next step is you want to choose the right keyword. And of course, the ad that you've created now has to fall in line with this keyword that you're going to choose. So you might have to go back and modify your ad after you create it. And you could create your keywords first, but there's a back and forth. There's a handshake that has to happen here. So the first thing you want to look at is the keyword being searched on, right? So you might have this great idea for a keyword like sell my home fast in Las Vegas. Well, if no one's searching on that keyword, you don't want to include that as part of your ad. Also you want to look at the intent of the keyword. So for example, realtors does not have a strong intent as a keyword, meaning people are probably just hunting around. So looking for realtors, like good realtors in Las Vegas might be a better intent of a keyword. So it's really looking to see how serious that person is to buy or sell their house, or are they just shopping around? Tire kickers, we call it, right? And the other thing is, can you afford that keyword? So there are tools out there that'll tell you how much that keyword's going to cost. Usually I try to target for keywords that are under $1, anywhere from 50 cents to $1. And also if the keyword, how many people are searching. And usually I want, anywhere from 100 to 500 searches for a specific keyword. Any more than that, then you're going to have too much competition, and it's going to cost you too much, or you're just going to get lost in the search. Okay. So I saw some areas where sell my home in Manhattan, and the keywords are pretty expensive for that combination of keywords. The type of keywords, there's 3 types of keywords, and then a negative keyword. The broad is whereas you just type in like sell my home in Boston or sell my house in Boston, and it's going to come up with other relative keywords. So sell my house in Boston might come up with sell my home in Boston, my home sales in Boston. So it's really going to give you a lot of related keywords. The better one, I think, is using a phrase where you put quotes around the keyword. And by the way, keywords are not just one word. They're a combination, or they're a number of keywords strung together, a number of words strung together. So the second one is the phrase where you've put it in quotes, and that phrase will be part of the keyword. So it could be sell my home in Boston, Massachusetts, or maybe your keyword is sell my house, and then your exact phrase is sell my house, and then it's going to find a number of keywords with sell my house in it, like sell my house in Boston, sell my house, or fast home. I don't know what fast sell my house, but what you get the picture. And then the exact keyword is you put it in these square brackets, and it's only going to give you people who search using the term sell my house in Boston. That's going to eliminate people searching for sell my home in Boston, which you can also include that keyword. So there's ways around that. And if you use the Google AdWords keyword planning tool, it's going to give you all kinds of suggestions. And then negative keywords, like you don't want certain keywords to display your ad. So you want to include those in as what's called negative keywords. Next, you want to develop a congruent landing page. So your landing page must contain the same messaging as your ad. You don't want somebody seeing an ad, sell my home fast, and then the landing page is all about first-time home buyers, for example. And the big problem, too, is a lot of realtors make the mistake of directing their ads to their homepage. The problem with the homepage is it doesn't really feature the deal or the offering that you're mentioning in your ad. And I see that all the time, too, with companies out there offering to generate leads. They don't even look at what your homepage is, or where you're sending your leads. What you want to do is you want to develop a specific landing page for each ad, and you want to make sure that that landing page fulfills the promise made in the ad. And you should create a separate landing page for each ad message. So for example, if you sell my home in Las Vegas, and then you have another one saying sell my home fast in Las Vegas, or maybe you have a keyword sell my home for some smaller area in Las Vegas, and you'd have 3 different landing pages. And they don't have to be that different. They just have to make sure that the messaging in there is congruent with the ad, meaning it's a direct relationship to the messaging. The ad copy is what gets you prospects to click on your ad, but your landing page is what converts them. So again, if you're just sending ads to your homepage, you're not going to get a lot of conversion. And then what you want to do is you want to optimize your campaign. And by doing that, you want to see what your bidding, meaning what the price is that you're paying for your keywords. So you want to start, if you've got one keyword that's generating customers, but it's not yet ranked at number 1, then you want to continue raising your bids until you get that keyword at number 1. But if your keyword is not getting customers, then you probably want to lower your bid, or maybe just take that keyword out altogether. You want to look at your click-through rate, which is what your ad is doing as far as generating the number of clicks. So how much are you paying per click? and you want to optimize that click rate by testing different ads to see which version gets the most clicks. It's sort of like an A/B split testing. And then finally, once you get your ads on your landing page, you want to see how well your landing page is converting. And you can do a number of things to test your landing page. And there are a number of tools out there that you can use to do what's called A/B splitting, where you have two pages you look at, you run both pages simultaneously, and whichever one converts the best, you keep that, and then you put up another one with a small variation. So what we're trying to do is we're looking for a select group of serious, not investors, but serious realtors who want to become top agents in their area. And we're only going to choose 1 or 2 realtors in each geographical area. So we're not just selling services, but we're really trying to grow a business. We don't want to just sell ads. For example, in the previous message I said, in the previous slide, I said, a lot of companies out there are selling leads. I'm not just going to sell you leads if the web page doesn't convert. Every one of our base packages we're going to recommend is going to have ads. It's going to have a landing page that's going to be associated with that ad. So if you're interested in and you want to hear more, go book a free consultation, and you can do that by going to our website at pellermedia.com/free consultation. So I hope this presentation was of use to you, and thanks for listening, and hopefully we're going to hear from you soon. Thanks very much.